Hello and welcome to another Somerset Real Ale review. Second beer of the night tonight. It looks like good in this. The last beer I had was very good from this brewery. It's the Celt Brewery in Caerphilly. It's their Cryf, Celt Cryf. Now, it's very interesting, this bottle, because there's no label on it. It's actually painted onto the bottle. But it's a strong Celtic beer. 5.2% ABV, and it's got another one of those wine bottle style tops, gold around the neck. It's a brown 500ml bottle. It's a lovely, really different bottle. That never had a beer with a painted on label before. But anyway, without further ado, let's pop it open. Probably gonna have trouble trying to get this open, as I think everybody does with Celt beers. Yeah. Let's go for the finger slice. Oh, just about got it off. There we go. Look at that, before I destroyed it. That lovely cap there. Fantastic. Interesting to see what colour this ale is. It kind of looks like it's kind of coppery. I think it is bottle conditioned, as the last one was. Look, yeah, sort of coppery, maybe chestnut. Fair bit of carbonation going on in there. No head at all, nothing, absolutely nothing. But I did pour it quite steady. I wonder if we can try and get a bit more head on it there. No, I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, it looks a lovely, clear, clean glass of beer, that. Although it does look a bit... Yeah, it's not... actually, no, maybe not. I think you can actually see it better than I can on the, on the camera. But anyway, let's get the nose in, shall we? Oh yes! Lovely malty floral smell straight away from it. And slightly boozy as well. Definitely smell a boozy quality to that. I'd say a whiskey, even a whiskey. I mean, if you know, you've seen my other reviews, I've reviewed some other beers before. The from DBC, their oh, it's terrible, I can't remember the name of it now. Silent Night. I think that had a boozy quality to it. That's the wheat beer. I'm not a big spirit drinker, so I'm not too hot on which spirits are what, but it's definitely a spirit quality to that. And perhaps a rum, maybe. Rum and raisin, maybe? I tell you what, I'm picking up even a bit of banana or coconut from that, perhaps. It's like a really interesting smelling beer, that is. That's one of the most interesting smells I've smelt out of a beer, that. There's a good nose on this beer. I think I used to know the chap who brewed this, actually, Tom Newman, who does brew this, sorry. I think the brewery used to be called Newman's Brewery. I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but he used to brew over here in Somerset. And he's moved over to Caerphilly now, or the brewery's moved over to Caerphilly, and they've called it Celt Experience Brewery now, which you know, is great. But I think they still make a couple of their beers that they used to make over here, but they sell them. I don't know the name. I'm sure they still sell it under Newman's. I don't know, but it's good, all good beers anyway. So that's what it comes down to, really. But I love that. That is a lovely nose on that beer. Right, I'm going to dig in. Cheers. Oh. Oh. That is a really good beer. That is malty, it's biscuity, it's the mouthfeel on it. is I'd go medium full bodied. You're getting it is a boozy. There is a boozy flavour to it, a spirity. Like I say, could be rum, could be whiskey. I wouldn't know. I don't drink them. There's definitely a spirity flavour to this. This, I can picture myself sat in a lovely old-fashioned stone-built pub with a log fire, sat next to that, Christmas songs playing, tinsel, Christmas decorations everywhere, you know, sat there, sort of Christmas Eve maybe, with a few friends, enjoying a few pints of this. That, to me, is a really good Christmassy beer, but fine to enjoy any other time of year. I think it is. I think you could enjoy that in the summer, but I think you'd share it. I don't know whether you'd have a whole pint. Well, you could drink a whole pint, but it's a very, it's a winter in a glass. This is a winter warmer. I really like that. I really like that. There's hardly any carbonation in it, but it's such an interesting flavour. Celt Cryf, 5.2% ABV, strong Celtic beer, hop filtered for powerful aromas, brewed with Welsh malt. That is certainly, that is one of the most powerful aromaed beers I have ever smelled. Best before end March 2013, plenty of time left on that one. A true Celtic pale ale, brewed in Caerphilly, South Wales, using delicious hops from the Welsh marches and quality malted barley, including Welsh pale. Celt Cryf has a nice malty body with a hint of grapefruit, citrus and spice. I suppose the spice, I may be confusing that with the booziness, I don't know, but whatever way, it is bloody good. Brewed in Caerphilly, Wales. Ingredients: water, malted barley, hops and yeast. www.celtexperience.com. Celtexperience.com. What a beer! Well, fair play, Tom, and whoever else you got over there working with you, because if that's the way, you know, one of your beers, I know I've had the other one before, the I can't remember the name of the other beer, sorry, I do apologise, I can't remember it, but that was a very good beer. This is, well, I mean, that's monumental. I think that it does have a lot of the same qualities as the, as I mentioned earlier, the the DBC Silent Night, but except that was a wheat beer, so you had wheat qualities in that, whereas this has more of a, I mean, he says pale ale on here, but I don't know, I mean, whether it's a Celtic pale ale, I don't know, I mean, that is a new style on me, but that is really good, really good. I'm looking forward to trying the rest of their range, because it's that, based on the two that I've had, that's fantastic. I mean, Chris from Real Ale in 140, I think Simon may have reviewed it as well from Real Ale Guide, the Blethin. That sounded a fantastic beer, so I think they've got a pretty solid range. I know I've had the Red Castle Cream on cask and the Newman's Wolvers Ale. They're both bloody good beers, so sorry, I didn't normally swear, sorry about that. But that is, I'd love to have that on cask. I mean, that's a really good beer. The Red Castle Cream is very similar to this, except perhaps a more of a full-bodied mouthfeel. I really like that beer, really like that. That's going to get another 9 out of 10. 2 9 out of 10 so far the night. Fantastic. Thanks for watching. Love to see your comments in the comments box. Always answer your comments. Love to you know, get some talking about beer. It's great. I love it. Thanks for joining me again, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.